What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Good? Yeah, let's get some energy going here. How many of you guys have a big marketing budget? Okay, let's see a lot of hands. A lot of hands going up. So I'm going to talk about some campaigns that are working really, really well. They're not scalable to that extent, but if you do have a little bit of marketing budget for some acquisition, these are going to really help spin the wheel a little bit faster. All right. I am Steve P. Young. I have to throw the P in there because I've got a shared name with the famous quarterback. Fortunately, I'm not as tall, handsome, or rich as he is, but hey, it is what it is. So I have an app marketing agency, but it all started back in 2011. I started making apps because my son at the time was only 18 months old. I was doing it as a hobby. 2013, as someone who sold cassette tapes when I was 12, I decided to say, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to take this thing really seriously. So I started a podcast. I was like, all right, I'm going to interview some of the greatest app developers out there, the co-founder Shazam, the creator of Crossy Road, a lot of the really famous apps to really learn from them. Built an audience who started coming to me for app marketing help. 6 months after starting the podcast, I decided to leave my job and do this full time. Here's the podcast. You guys want to check it out? Handsome guy. Just look for the handsome guy in the App Store. All right, so a little bit of background on what we've done so far. Helped launch an app. It's the number 2 paid app overall. Really good friend. PR side, all the top publications. PR is a pain in the butt. Don't do it. It's not worth it. We've had 9 of our clients featured by Apple, 8 last year, 1 just in February. App Store optimization, if you missed the workshop, definitely go watch it because it was a doozy. And lastly, we've been getting into influencer marketing, so great. Essentially, same side. You guys ready? Yeah? Okay. Yeah? You guys ready for tea? All right. So I have this slide up here because a lot of what I like to talk about is the dirt, meaning the strategies, the tactics, the growth hacks. But I don't talk about the clouds too much because I feel like anybody can talk about it. It's macro. Build a good app, make sure it retains, make sure it monetizes, make sure you're thinking about it as a business, not just an app. All right? But all important stuff. So I have this slide to remind me and everybody else that's all important. None of the dirt stuff that I'm about to share with you is going to help if your clouds really suck. All right, here we go. We're going to play a game. Now, my long-term goal is to replace Pat Sajak and become the host of Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to play a little game. All right? I've got an acronym for all the 4 different campaigns I'm going to share with you. It's called PAID. Let's get paid. First one's P. Now, I don't know if anybody's followed the podcast or the blog, but I've talked about this campaign, so I'm going to give you a little clue. Anybody want to venture a guess what this campaign might be? There's a money sign. There's a little raindrop. 3, 1, 2. Price drop campaign. So this is one of my favorite campaigns to run. If you got a paid app, you can make it free, get press for it, and drive thousands of downloads just on a snap. Now, if you got a free app, you can make any of your in-app purchases for free. So remove ads, extra levels, virtual characters, virtual weapons. We've done this. I call this a no-brainer app launch strategy because what happens when you run this campaign is we've done hundreds of thousands of downloads just in a snap. Maybe a couple months, I've done it a couple of days. All right, and then number 2, cross-promotion. Organically, all your other apps increase in downloads. Now, I ran this case study, if you want to check it out on our blog, but I ran on my crappiest game that I created. We did 2,000 downloads, and we got increase in downloads for my paid camera app, not even related to games. We got an increase in downloads for my other games, too. So, if you got multiple apps, you can kind of think through, hey, can I run this strategy as I'm launching a brand new app for cross-promotion? Increase in sales. So if you have paid app, when you make it paid again, make it free, make it paid again, you get an increase in sales. If you got in-app purchases, you get an increase in in-app purchases, and you get an increase in keyword rankings. A. This is an easy one. Come on. Somebody help me out here. Fritz. ASO, baby. Little app search. App Store optimization. Did a workshop on this, but really important. I feel like it's like a no-brainer. Big companies, you're leveraging all your acquisition dollars and using just the fundamentals of App Store search to drive even more downloads. So you're really maximizing your dollars. That's what I'm all about. You got to spend? Great. How do I maximize that? So one of the growth hacks that I believe is still underpriced is Apple Search Ads. It's going to help with your keyword rankings too. So you start bidding for your keywords, naturally you're going to increase in ranks. And I'm going to go through some of the hacks that I shared in my workshop as well. But double your keywords. Anybody know this trick? Workshop people, please don't raise your hand. But you can literally, so I'm going to explain this a little bit more. But the US App Store indexes the Spanish-Mexico localization. So don't put Spanish in there if you want to target the US. Just pretend it's like another app. Put another app name, put another keyword, put all different keywords in there so you can literally double the keywords you're using. Now I like to put competitors' names in my app name for Spanish Mexico. We've been able to rank really well for certain keywords using this little trick. Everybody understand? English keywords in Spanish Mexico. Here's just some proof. So some of the keywords that we have in the Spanish Mexico localization we're ranking really well for. And I'm pulling all the data from 2 different ASO tools. Right? App Store reviews. They play a role in how well you rank on keywords. So we actually did this for one of our clients. She bought some reviews from us. We put in some keywords that she really wanted to target in these reviews, and then she saw an immediate increase in keyword rankings and downloads. So it's sort of gaming the system a little bit. If you really want to know where to buy the reviews, see me at Cocktail Hour. That's what I told the ASO workshop. And lastly, what I want to cover is something that a lot of people are doing. These are sneaky people. They'll see an app that's trending a lot in the App Store. They'll literally create a clone, and anytime the app continues to trend, they'll get organic downloads. So I've got a friend of mine who ranks number 2 for a really popular term that's in the top 10 of the top free charts. They spend a shitload of money on marketing. So anytime they trend, right here in the trending search, he gets tens of thousands of downloads just organically. No brainer. So you gotta be a little bit good, gotta be good on ASO to rank really high. But even if you're in the top 7, I would say, anytime the keyword trends or the app trends and you're ranking for that keyword, you're gonna get organic downloads. Do that. Here's a little tool that you can check out, ranking.tapaso.com. If you want to see sort of the historical keywords or apps that are trending. It's usually the more popular: YouTube, Spotify, Uber, games, VPN. But if you're able, let's say VPN, I know that's one that trends a lot. If you're able to rank really well for VPN, you're going to get organic downloads anytime that keyword trends. All right, last one, or third one. It's a little ghost icon. I see the game is really working out really well. Influencer marketing. So this is something I'm very, very fascinated by. I believe that influencer marketing, working with different influencers, just like Mimi work with different partners as well, is the next phase of App Store marketing, just marketing in general. Because so many of us are spending so much time on social media that I feel like eventually influencer marketing is going to overtake search, right? Like we're just not going to search for it. We're going to be following our favorite influencers. They're going to talk about an app or a product. We're going to find out about it. So I work with a really big game company, top 50, top grossing, and I say, hey, he's a friend of mine. He worked for the company. I say, hey man, I really want to try out Musical.ly because anybody who knows Musical.ly? Oh, nice. So a lot of hands didn't go up. Musical.ly is a new social network that is popular between the 13 to the 20-year-olds. Probably that's the demographic for them. And I think it's a great platform if you're trying to promote a game. There's a lot of games, especially the casual games, that's their target market. And so we ran a Musical.ly campaign, spent only a couple of $1,000s, but you can see week over week. So 2/10 was the day we ran the Musical.ly campaign. We worked with about 9 or 10 different influencers with a 9 million total follower reach, and we did 7,000 downloads, which, organically they do 10,000. So we saw a really good measurement in terms of downloads. It was like 29 cents, if you can do the math. Right. So Instagram really works well too. If your app makes more sense for Instagram, just DM the users. We did a little bit with a Pokemon Go-like app, just DMing influencers on Instagram, them sharing the app. All I gotta do is say, hey, search for X, Y, and Z in the App Store and go download that app. Lastly is D, and I kind of cheated on this because I wanted a cool acronym, so I couldn't even find anything on there. I was left with 3, and I was like, I could do paid. So last thing is daring. No, this is for, I think a lot of times we do what works, right? Like, hey, Go to these networks, buy some downloads, blah, 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 blah. I think with Musical.ly, it's brand new. Not a lot of people are doing it. So sometimes you kind of not have to be so afraid of being first. So that's why I kind of cheated a little bit and I wanted a D in there. I also wanted to make sure we're good on time. So I got any questions if you guys got it. We can talk a little bit more about something or we can grab some tea. Good? All right, guys. Thank you so much.